Ever wonder what's lurking in the deepest oceans or hiding in plain sight? Our planet is home to some truly bizarre and fascinating creatures that seem to defy all logic. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the weird, counting down some of the strangest animals you'll ever see. Get ready to have your mind blown. Kicking off our list is a real-life Pokemon, the Axolotl, also known as the Mexican walking fish. Now, this little guy isn't a fish at all, but an amphibian with a superpower that would make any superhero jealous. If an axolotl loses a limb, no problem. It can regenerate it perfectly. But it doesn't stop there. It can regrow its heart, its spine, and even parts of its brain. Imagine that. These adorable creatures are native to the ancient lakes near Mexico City, like Lake Axolotl. What's even stranger is that they suffer from something called neoteny, which means they never fully grow up. They keep their feathery gills and stay in their larval aquatic form their entire lives, essentially remaining permanent teenagers. It's like the Peter Pan of the animal kingdom, forever young and forever charming with that little smile. Sadly, they are critically endangered in the wild, making them as precious as they are peculiar. Next, we plunge into the dark, mysterious depths of the ocean to meet a creature with a terrifying name, the Vampire Squid. But don't let the name fool you. This deep-sea dweller isn't out for blood. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The vampire squid is a gentle scavenger, feeding on what's known as marine snow, a delicate shower of dead plankton, fish scales, and other organic bits and pieces that drift down from the waters above it. It lives in the ocean's oxygen minimum zone, a harsh environment where few other complex animals can survive. Its most famous feature is the cloak-like webbing that connects its 8 arms. When threatened, it can flip this webbing over its body, turning itself into a spiky, defensive ball. It's not a vampire, but it sure has the dramatic flair of one, using its dark cape to disappear into the abyss. It's a master of survival in one of the most inhospitable places on Earth, from the deep sea. Let us travel to the rivers and streams of Australia to meet an animal that seems like it was pieced together from a bunch of other animals. Say hello to the platypus. This creature is a biological puzzle. It's a mammal, but it lays eggs like a bird or a reptile. It has the bill of a duck, the tail of a beaver, and the feet of an otter. As if that weren't strange enough, the male platypus has a secret weapon, a venomous spur on each of its hind legs. The venom is potent enough to cause excruciating pain in humans. The platypus is one of only 5 living species of monotremes, an ancient group of mammals that lay eggs. When Europeans first saw a platypus specimen, they thought it was a hoaxer taxidermist's prank. But this incredible creature is very real and serves as a living, breathing link to our planet's distant evolutionary past. All right, prepare yourself for our next contender, a creature that won the title of world's ugliest animal. Meet the blobfish. In its natural habitat, deep in the waters off the coasts of Australia and New Zealand, the blobfish looks, well, like a regular fish. The immense pressure of the deep sea, thousands of feet below the surface, keeps its body structured. But when it's brought up to the surface, the drastic change in pressure causes its body to decompress. Its flesh, which is mostly a gelatinous mass with a density just slightly less than water, loses all its shape. The result is the droopy, sad-looking gelatinous blob that became an internet meme. This jelly-like body is actually a brilliant adaptation, allowing it to float just above the seafloor without expending much energy to swim. So let's give the blobfish a break. It's not ugly, it's just not built for our low-pressure world. It's a creature perfectly designed for its extreme environment. Our next animal is a living work of art, a master of disguise. Meet the leafy sea dragon, found in the temperate waters along the southern coast of Australia. This creature is a close relative of the seahorse, but its camouflage is on another level entirely. Its body is adorned with intricate, leaf-like appendages that perfectly mimic the floating seaweed in its environment. It's so effective that predators and even other sea dragons often swim right past it without a second glance. These leafy protrusions aren't used for swimming, they are purely for camouflage. The sea dragon moves through the water using two tiny transparent fins, one on its back and one near its neck that ripple gently, making it look as if it's just a piece of seaweed drifting in the current. And just like seahorses, it's the male leafy sea dragon who takes care of the eggs. He carries them on a special patch on the underside of his tail until they hatch. It's a beautiful, delicate, and truly strange marvel of natural selection. Finally, we come to a creature that proves you don't have to be big to be tough. In fact, this one is microscopic. Meet the tardigrade, also known as the water bear or moss piglet. These tiny eight-legged invertebrates are arguably the most resilient animals on the planet. They can survive conditions that would be instantly fatal to almost any other life form. We're talking about the vacuum of outer space doses of radiation hundreds of times higher than the lethal dose for humans' temperatures, from near absolute zero to well above the boiling point of water and crushing pressures. 6 times greater than those in the deepest ocean trenches. How do they do it? They can enter a state of suspended animation called cryptobiosis, where they dehydrate themselves, retract their legs, and curl into a tiny, indestructible ball called a ton. In this state, they can survive for decades. When conditions improve and they find water again, they rehydrate and come back to life. These incredible survivors can be found everywhere, from the highest mountains to the deepest seas, and maybe even in the moss in your own backyard. So there you have it, from the regenerating axolotl to the indestructible tardigrade. Our planet is teeming with creatures that stretch the limits of imagination. Each one is a testament to the incredible power and creativity of evolution. Which of these strange animals was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into the weird and wonderful world of nature, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.